What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from This Is Pop Punk Promotions. I'm here with Joe from Out in Style from Curitiba, Brazil. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
It was actually in 2016. Yeah, actually, I played in a different band before with the same bandmates, uh, with Ricardo and Marlos. Ricardo is a drummer, Marlos is the guitar player. We had another band called Full Face, and then actually we split up, and then I had these bunch of songs and I didn't know what to do it. And then Ricardo was he moved to Canada actually, and he, I don't know, he just listened to my demos and he said, hey, let's record it, man. Let's, I don't know, let's do it on the United States. It's, he lives in Quebec City. It's not that close to the United States, but we went there, we rehearsed a lot, and we got his car and we drove to um, first we drove to Saginaw in Michigan, where we recorded at Nick Diener studio from the Swellers. We recorded our first EP, Coffee, Beer, and a Movie, with 6 tracks. And then we drove to Chicago, where we recorded our single at the Sanatorium with Dan Precision from 88 Fingers Louie and Former Rise Against. And so, yeah, we drove a lot. And then I came back to Brazil to stay there. We released it. First, Marlos, our guitar player, he was not part of the band at first. So I had to record all the bass and guitar and vocals, and Ricardo only did the drum part. After we released the songs, we were invited to play to open for Satanic Surfers and Intellectual from Netherlands and Satanic Surfers from Sweden. They were touring in South America, and we were invited to open the shows in Brazil, which were in São Paulo and Porto Alegre. Then Marlos joined the band. He liked the music, and we were friends, so he was not playing in any bands at the time, so we thought it was a good idea. And then we played the shows, and after that we played a few more shows here in Curitiba, and then we were invited to Love Records. It's a label from Italy, where we got signed, and we recorded our first full-length album, Broken Dreams. It was in 2017, but it was released in 2018. And then we played more shows. We toured Brazil, and then we went to Italy again to record our second full length, which is Letters Never Sent. And then we also toured Europe in that year, in 2019. We were in Slovakia and Czech Republic, and also we play a show in Italy. And then the album was released the following year, last year actually. And so we're here. We don't play any shows anymore because of COVID and stuff. Like I told you before, the vaccination is very, very slow right here, so we're waiting.
Very cool, man. So, you released Letters Never Sent last June. Who'd you record it with, and how was the process?
Ricardo was in Canada, right? So I was creating some demos here, and sometimes he created something in his cell phone, and then I created some melodies, some lyrics, and then Marlos got everything together, put some arrangements, some guitar arrangements, and then when we got to Italy, we got some time to rehearse. It wasn't a lot of time. It could have been better, but we didn't have a lot of time. But we rehearsed a lot, and then we were like 3 dudes in a studio, like for a couple weeks, and we had all we had to do was create music and record it, and we did the best we could.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How's the response to it?
Oh, it was it's kind of weird because we did not play any shows after the release, and so it's very weird because the previous records we released and played a lot of shows. So I don't know. I still don't know. Some people um, say some things on the internet, on our videos and our social media and stuff, but I still want to know how it feels to be uh, on stage and play the album on stage live. So it's kind of funny because I don't know how it feels actually.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you're from Curitiba, Brazil. How's the scene
Uh,
there? Do you have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
yeah, totally. Um, the scene was actually in the late 90s and early 2000. It was like bigger, a lot bigger, and then it kind of faded away. I'm still not sure about the reason why it happened. um, but it's like it got to a point where it couldn't be worse. So it's kind of getting better in the last years. So um, there's this band from the 90s called the Pinheads, which is, I'm not sure, but I think it's the first Brazilian band to sing melodic punk rock, in English. So I'm friends with the guitarist, and we also played a show with them. Um, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago with also a ska band called Abracadabra. Uh, it's a ska band. I'm friends with them, and it's also a great band from Curitiba. And we have a lot of bands. I can be like, uh, we can spend like a whole hour talking about only bands from here and about venues. We played a lot of different venues here, but my favorite one is called the Belvedere Club. Is It's a place very close to my home actually. Um, we have some there are some acoustic shows happening there because of COVID, only acoustic shows. But I'm sure it's gonna be like the punk rock place in Curitiba after the COVID.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So who are your biggest influences?
Um, I grew up listening to a lot of No Use for a Name, Lagwagon, Bad Religion, Millencolin, Pulley. Yeah, a lot of bands. After that, I kind of grew some passion about more emo stuff like Saves the Day or Lifetime or Senses Fail, Silverstein. That's what I listen to it, and they're like all my influences.
A lot of classic bands there.
Yeah,
So if you could tour with one of those bands, which one?
Silverstein.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. They came to Curitiba. I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. I went to the show. It was awesome. I talked a bit to Shane Todd, the lead singer. He's a great guy. I gave him our first CD, Coffee, Beer, and a Movie. He said he's gonna listen. He said he's friends with Nick Diener from the Swellers. I told him we recorded with them, and it was pretty fun actually.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask you some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this with the other bands I interviewed. Are you ready to go?
Okay.
All right. First one. Favorite food.
Pizza.
What do you put on it?
Uh, Pepperoni.
Here's the $1 million question for you. Do pineapples belong on pizza?
No.
Oh, come on, dude.
You like it?
You just moved down on my list. I'm just kidding. Oh, I started to like you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding. Teach his own.
But we actually make pineapple in the barbecue griller here. It's pretty good actually,
It does
with
sound really
cinnamon and
good.
stuff.
I'll have to try some when I get down there.
Totally, you have to.
What was your favorite subject in school?
History.
What was your favorite history?
Brazilian history.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you had
not
a
sure if
million,
they teach
I'm sorry, go
Brazilian
ahead.
history in the United States, right?
What's that?
I'm not sure if they teach Brazilian history in the United States.
No, growing up, I did
Yeah.
not learn any Brazilian history, unfortunately. They were slacking. If you had $1 million and you could donate it to any charity, which one?
That's a good one. Maybe to homeless people. I don't know. Someone who needs shelter, you know.
Very cool.
Yeah.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you want to have with you?
A book. It cannot be food, right? Because you eat it and it's over.
It can be food.
Yeah, but I only have once, right?
But you get 2 more.
A CD player. Then I have to, if I choose CD, it's gonna be like the third one, or can I choose another
CD
thing?
can go along with the CD player.
Okay, okay. With if I had to only choose one CD, I would choose More Betterness by No Use for a Name. And then the last thing, that's hard. Never thought about that. A volleyball, so I can draw Wilson's face.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a big Ninja Turtles guy. So if you could be any Ninja Turtle out of all of them, which one would you be?
Michelangelo.
Great answer. Mikey and Donnie are my favorite ones.
Yeah, me too. Played a
All
lot
right.
of video game.
What's that?
I played a lot of video game.
That was one of my favorite shows growing up. One of my favorite movies growing up. Still is.
Yeah.
It still is one of my favorite shows. It still is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
The movies
Really?
from the 90s are awesome. The new
Totally.
Teenage
Yeah.
Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, to me, look like garbage.
Yeah. They're like my favorite too. Like Space Jam.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic right there. That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Totally. My mom actually rented the VHS tape for me like every weekend. I still don't understand why she didn't buy it, because she had to rent every weekend, you know.
Right.
It would be probably a lot cheaper if she buy it.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but they just came out with a second Space Jam.
I still haven't watched yet, but I know it's going on.
Personally, I don't think it looks very good, but teach his own.
Did you watch?
No, I mean, some of my friends saw it, and some said it was better than what it looks, and then some said it was terrible.
Yeah, it's probably on the movies, right? In the cinema.
No, I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. Last question. What are some places in Curitiba that visitors should check out?
Well, there's this place, Belvedere Club, which I mentioned before. And there are a lot of good restaurants, actually, and places to have a drink. There's this bar called Golden Mile. They serve a lot of different craft beers. There's also, I'm not gonna come with the like cliche thing like the botanical garden and museum stuff, because that's lame. But yeah, people might like it, but I don't know. I prefer like bars and restaurants and venues like clubs and stuff.
That's awesome. You'll have to take me to those places when I get down there.
Absolutely, you can count on that.
Heck yeah. Well, I really appreciate you, man, coming on and chatting up a little bit. I really appreciate you supporting me, and this is Pop Punk Promotions.
Yeah, dude, thanks a lot.
I hope you have a great night, and we'll chat soon. Oh,
Yeah,
and also for the people that are going to watch this later, where can they find you guys at?
pretty much everywhere, I think, like facebook.com / out in style band, and Instagram the same thing. um, YouTube is only out in style or channel, and Spotify, iTunes, and Deezer, Bandcamp. I don't know, I think we're everywhere actually.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Have a good one, brother.
yeah, thank man.
See ya.